Good day, everyone. We are the group one. So together with me is Rena May and Kahas and Giselle Abalia. Today, we are going to discuss one of the models of disability. So we have here the religious or the moral model. So what is moral or the religious model or religious disability? So disability, according to the religious model, it is a result of the wrath of God. So it is believed that disability is inflicted upon a person by God as a result of a sin committed by the person. So this model is the oldest model of disability and it sees as disability either a curse or a blessing. So wrath meaning an extreme anger of God to the person. Religious model views disability as an act of God. So, meaning it is the God's will to have this kind of disability. So, this model believes that disability is the punishment for some sin committed by the disabled person or their family. Um, Sometimes the possible cause of disability is considered as a sin not committed by the disabled person, but by his or her parents or ancestors. So it explains that the person who's disabled is not his or her fault to have that disability, but their parents or ancestors do. So, for example, when the parents is trying to abort the baby, then it is considered as a sin, and also when they're making fun or judge someone who's disabled, then there are possible that their future children will become disabled too, and this will be the result of their bad actions or making sins. And we should always remember the golden rule of Confucius. Do not impose on others what you do not wish for yourself. So now let us proceed to the next slide.
So the theory of religious model of disability has been used for ages to preach to the general population about good behaviors and moral practices. The fear of disability has been used as a tool to prevent the general mass from deviating from the prevailing moral standards of the religion and the society. But it has also resulted in social exclusion of the person with a disability, and sometimes their families too, from the local communities. So this religion model theory has been usually served as a punishment for some sin committed of some unknown action that caused their impairment. This theory has been used to lecture the people for good behaviors and choosing between right and wrong. Through this, a fear of having disabilities was being used during masses to prevent from departing moral standards of a religion and the society. With this person with disabilities experiences somewhat like discrimination in the family and in the society. Some of them experiences social exclusion where they deprived by the rights, opportunities, and excluding them to social gatherings.
Kay and Reina explain about the model of disability. So for me, I'm going to explain another theory with regardless to our main topic. So yet another theory of religious disability explain disability as the test of fate. It is believed that a person with having disability is really chosen by our Heavenly Father. So that disability is the chance for them to redeem themselves through their patience, strength, and towards our Heavenly Father. So having disabilities is also being an opportunity given by God for developing and characters of patience, courage, perseverance. So this theory really emphasizes about the project, which is disability as the blessed soul. So the test of faith, it says here. So there is an example. So the member of the family who has having or in impairment of disability. So in the model of religious theory, it really emphasized that it is considered as the gift. So it is considered as a gift or a blessings because God gave that person having disabilities, it will be a purpose for them. So it is have a purpose for the family or to test the faith of the family to God. So God tests the faith of the family member whether he or she was taking good care of the child who have been disability in their family. So here in the model of disability really emphasizes the test of faith. So it is really important that their parents or their guardian must take good care of the child of having disability, because God gave that disability for the parents of the members to test the faith of their family member having disability. So it is really important here in our theory that we must take good care of our family members, whether he or she having disabilities. So that will be my explanation about the theory of disability. Thank you so much.
So another theory of the religious model of disability relates disability to mysticism or some kind of metaphysical blessings. So according to this perspective, when God gives one impairment, it is balanced by heightened functioning of other senses, thus making the person a spiritually blessed one. So this means that they are still blessed in any way, even though they had that kind of impairment. And by that, we can associate that nobody is perfect, but everyone is blessed. So, for example, a blind person is deprived by his or her eyesight, but his or her sense of touch or hearing is more sensitive compared to this person with complete senses, and that makes balance by heightened function of other senses despite of having impairment. But still they have the different abilities that everybody can have it, and that makes them blessed. That's all, and I hope you learned something from our discussion, and thank you for listening.